Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark. I've been a driver for over 30 years. Holy mackerel. And I think it's time that drivers are paid for every minute that we work and for all of our time properly in a good fashion. And if you agree, it's time for you to subscribe. Now, everybody voted and it is time for the Crap Company of the Year. Crap Company of the Year. You all voted, which I appreciate. Thousands of votes rolled in from all around the country. And the answer to your question is here today. The Crap Company of the Year is CRST. That's right. They came from behind for a victory. Now, CRST has some poor policies, as we know, and I'll link up the original video up here at the top somewhere, right, where you can watch it. And, okay, and what we will do is I am going to have an interview today because CRST has sent a representative, all right? They have the vice president in charge of being a horrible company here today. So to get their award, I want to thank the representative from CRST for coming. Thank you very much. All right, Mark, thank you for having me. Boy, I want to thank you for having me on the most popular trucking channel on YouTube. Certainly. Wow. It's really an honor to be here. Well, enough of that. We'll have to get on with you. So I want to ask you a few questions about the place. All right. Now, at your place, right, you have a contract. This is for new drivers that are coming in, but you don't prorate the contract. You know, and you also make students sign a non-compete, which I've railed against in the industry. They're terrible. It isn't right, and drivers shouldn't have to sign them. Chipotle, you know, was sued for millions of dollars over these and lost. And even though I'm not a lawyer, if you want to look these cases up, generally, they're not accepted by the courts anywhere in the country. So what do you have to say about that? What are your thoughts on these things to get this party started, as they say? And by the way, I want to say I hope you enjoyed the ride over on the Crack Hound. I know it must have been pleasant. Well, Mark, on the proration and the non-compete, here's the thing. We don't prorate our contract because we really don't care about students or anything else for that matter. If they quit even 1 minute before their full time of 10 months is up, we chase them around for all of their money, all of the money that they owe us, even though they probably only got a couple of $100s worth of training most of the time. And the non-compete, we don't care that they're not enforceable. What it does, it keeps students here. It forces them to stay because they think it's enforceable. That's all that matters because it's mind over matter. So what really matters is what's in their mind. We put it in there. They can't work anywhere else. That's it. And we companies all work together to not hire anybody from another company. We like blackball them out of the industry with these non-competes, even though that's totally not allowed. All right. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I see what you're saying there. It's just bad, and that's just too bad. Now, let's talk about the rooming situation. The barracks are 3 to a room. You put 3 people in a room. You do room checks the next morning, for people that don't know, to check for contraband, right? And you turn the TVs off at 11 p.m. Now, what the heck is the story with that? Why would you do such a thing as that, where you treat people like they're basically 9 years old? Well, barracks, right? We have a barracks because we're too cheap to put people in a motel. So we build our own barracks. People stay in 3 to a room. And the reason there's only 3 in a room is because we can't really fit 6 in a room. We wish we could get 6 in there, but we're really not allowed to do that. So 3 is the most we can do. We do room checks because we believe drivers should be treated like babies rather than professionals that they are. So we do the room checks because we can't have them having anything in there like crayons or maybe letters to write home or maybe a cell phone where they can call out to get rescued. So we don't want any of that kind of thing. And also we turn off the TVs for the same kind of reason. We're trying to save electricity here because that all goes into the really high driver pay. I can't even say it myself. We just don't care. That's why we do it. We just don't care at all. All right. Well, that does explain a lot. That does explain a lot. What about the fact that your trainers there are only required to have 9 months of experience? 9 months. That's not a lot of experience. That really isn't. And what about the fact of holiday pay? There's no holiday pay there at all. So we don't like that. And furthermore, layover is only $40 after 48 hours. So people have to wait 2 days for free, and then they only get $40. What are your thoughts on that? The trainers have 9 months experience because after you have 9 months, we hardly have anybody that stays that long. So we had to reduce it to 9 months of experience. That's the best we could do. You know, we can't get a year. There's really no one left with our super high turnover that we have. So 9 months, that's pretty good. And holidays, heck, who needs holiday pay? I mean, of course, I'm home with my family, and everybody that works in the office is home with their family, but drivers, what the heck? Holiday pay. That's hilarious, Mark. Layover pay. Yes, we're very proud of our layover pay. We have this really high amount, which we believe is some of the best in the industry. It's like a gold rush, basically, to get it. $40. I mean, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Imagine if I gave a bum on the street $40. They'd be super happy. I mean, that is a lot of money. That we believe that to be a lot of money. All right. Well, that's terrible. Well, I wanted to ask you one more thing. What are your plans for this coming year that we're in here? Do you plan to do anything differently for new drivers? Because that's basically who you focus on. If anybody stays there any length of time, right, you're always very surprised. So what are your plans on new drivers for the new year? All right. We hope that in the next year, that we can do even worse. Our plans for the next year are that we plan to reduce pay if possible, to pack more people in, to put ads out everywhere, and to totally not to do anything different, certainly no raises or anything like that. We plan to do just as bad as we've been doing, all right? All right, well, I want to thank you for coming here today to receive the award, and it was very nice of you. I know you'll have an enjoyable, 27-hour ride back on the bus like you make all your students go through. So be sure to watch for yourself in the video. I appreciate it. And, just thanks for being here. All right. Well, thank you for having me. I have to get back to the bus stop. It picks up here in just a few hours, so I'll have to hitchhike down there. I'm trying to feel what it is that my students go through. It's hard to believe. I can't even use my limousine today. So thank you for having me here. And and I want to thank all of you for voting this year. And we're going to continue on. That is your winner this year. CRST is the winner. And I was glad they were able to send somebody out here today. All right, so we'll be back soon with another one. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you have any questions, write to me, Mark, at truckinganswersnation.com, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it.